Are you ready to unlock growth, build resilience, and confidently take the next step in leadership, career, and faith? Welcome to The Next Move. I'm Orvin Kimbrough, a CEO, author, and leader with a passion for helping people and organizations thrive. My journey from foster care to CEO has fueled my mission to help professionals scale their confidence, leadership, and influence through mindset shifts, expanded networks, and bold action. Each week, I'll share reflections ripped straight from my blog to inspire and empower you with actionable insights. Let's get started and make your next move your best move. Welcome back to The Next Move, the podcast where we explore faith, leadership, and personal growth to help you take your next step with purpose and confidence. I'm your host, Orvin Kimbrough, and today we're diving into a conversation that cuts right to the heart of what real leadership looks like. Because here's the truth, folks. Leadership, contrary to what we might believe, leadership does not happen in black and white. It actually happens in the gray. And if you're serious about leading, whether it's in business, whether it's in your community or in your family, or even just leading within the context of your own life, then you've got to get comfortable. I mean, really comfortable leading through uncertainty, leading through the tension, leading and making the hard choices. And more than anything, I believe that when all else fails, when you don't have the proper guidance, the proper understanding, all of the context, you've got to lead with love. You have to place love at the center of your leadership. Let me start by pulling the curtain back just a bit. When I think about ethics, I think about rules, I think about structures, the things that are supposed to keep us aligned and accountable. And when I think about morality, I think about something deeper. I think about conscience, the internal compass that guides how we show up in the world, especially when no one is watching, especially when it's ethical to do whatever it is we're going to do. I hope you caught that. For me, the Bible has always been a powerful foundation for ethical leadership. But let's be honest. The Bible doesn't give us a detailed blueprint for every gray area decision we're going to face. Life and leadership, it gets messy. And when I find myself deep in that mess, when there's no perfect answer, when the stakes are high, I ask myself one simple but powerful question. Is what I'm doing demonstrating love? No matter what it is it demonstrating love? Not love in the soft, sentimental sense, but love that is patient, love that is responsible, love that is decisive, and love that is sometimes sacrificial. Love that's willing to say, you're not ready. No, not now, but here's what you need to do to get there. Folks, that's what ethical leadership demands. It demands navigating tension, balancing competing interests, standing firm when the answers aren't easy, when the answers aren't clean, or when the answers are not popular. I want to share with you a quick story. When I first joined the bank, one of my earliest moves as a leader was to rewrite our purpose statement. We had this language that said our primary objective was to maximize shareholder value. And listen, I get why it was there. A lot of businesses put that front and center. If you are a corporation, you know you have a fiduciary responsibility to shareholders. But I challenge the language. I believe and still believe that leadership isn't about maximizing one group's gain at the expense of everyone else. So, because I was the leader, we shifted the language. We shifted the language from maximizing shareholder value to optimizing stakeholder value. That word, optimize, is so important because when you maximize one party's benefit, by definition, you minimize another's. Optimization says we're going to care for the whole ecosystem. We're going to care for you, shareholders, yes. We're going to care for you, employees, yes. We're going to care for you, customers, yes. And we are going to care for the broader community. Because real sustainable success, well, it actually demands it. And let me tell you, it wasn't just a philosophical change, it changed how we made decisions. Here's the reality of leadership, especially in banking. Every day, I mean, each and every day, we get approached by passionate community groups, groups who are advocating for projects that, on the surface, they're full of hope. They are full of good intention, and I get it. Their passion is real. Their dreams are real, but every project carries a certain level of risk. And so as leaders, we have to ask the gut-wrenching questions. And I'm unapologetic about this because you have to be transparent in those questions. Is this risk potentially franchise threatening? Could it jeopardize our ability to serve other people tomorrow? I still remember early on sitting across the table in a meeting and a $5 million project, it was on the line. A project that promised real community impact. But when we dug into it, the financial risk was significant. Saying no that day, it wasn't easy. Honestly, it was heartbreaking because you could feel the hope in the room. You could see it in people's faces. And saying no felt like carrying the weight of hundreds of employees, thousands of customers, and the future of our mission. Even when my heart wanted so badly to say yes. And that's the hard part about leadership, any kind of leadership. Even when you explain your broader responsibility, even when you lay it all out, sometimes people still don't understand. Folks, that's real. Because you're not just dealing with today's decision, you're dealing with a deep history of mistrust. A history where financial institutions have exploited. Financial institutions have redlined. Financial institutions have broken promises to communities. As leaders, we inherit histories we didn't create. But that doesn't absolve us. It calls us to lead with even more humility, to lead with even more transparency, and to lead with even more compassion. So, what does it mean to lead with love? It means protecting the vulnerable, even when it's inconvenient. It means speaking hard truths, even when it's uncomfortable. It means holding space for accountability and compassion, even when the easier path would be to just walk away. It's easy to lead by fear. It's tempting to lead by greed. It's popular to lead for applause. But real leadership leadership that changes organizations, leadership that changes communities, and leadership that changes lives demands that we lead with love. Demands it. Ethical leadership demands that we lead with love. So here's my final message, my final challenge to you today. When you find yourself standing in the gray, when the right decision isn't clear and the pressure mounts, what's guiding you? Is it fear? What's guiding you? Is it greed? What's guiding you? Is it popularity? Or is it love? Because in the end, leadership isn't just about technical compliance. Did you catch that? It's not just about technical compliance or short-term wins. It's about whether you had the courage to lead in love when it mattered most. Are you leading with love or something less? Thanks for joining me on The Next Move. If today's conversation sparks something in you, I'd love for you to subscribe, to share this podcast with a friend, or leave a review. Ask me more questions to prompt me to think. Until next time, keep leading, keep growing, and keep taking your next step with love and purpose. Thank you for tuning in to The Next Move. I hope today's reflection inspired you to take the next step in your leadership, career, or faith journey. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a little encouragement this week. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you'd like more reflections or resources, visit orvinkimbrough.com or theaccidentalbanker.com. Until next time, remember, every step you take brings you closer to thriving. Let's keep moving forward together.